Hi guys, Zeus24 here. So, Apex Legends has been out for a week or so now, and it's had a great take-up of players. The mix of Battle Royale game styles mixed together seems to be a good balance so far. I've been playing with a heap of random squads and noticed some pretty basic stuff that people are not doing, and so I thought it might be a good time for a beginner's guide to Apex Legends. This is just going to go over the basics that will make you a better player while you're learning the map and play styles. Apex Legends is really a squad game, and unlike some other Battle Royale games, you do need your squad if you want to do well, especially if you want to win. As such, it's important to ensure all your team is geared well. So, if you come across armor, weapons, and attachments that you don't need, you can aim at them and use the ping to show them where it is and what it is. This also applies for enemies and supply crates, etc. If your squad mates ping something that you want, or a location that you think would be good to head to, you can also ping their ping, and it will let them know that you want it, or that you agree you should go to that place. Incidentally, don't pick stuff up that you don't need, unless you know what weapon you want and you're saving it for that particular gun, as your inventory space is very limited, and you'll find you run out of space for your health and shield, batteries and ammo. If you have a mic, make sure you say hi at the start of the game, as this encourages your squad mates to talk, and this makes gameplay much easier and also a lot more fun. Getting to know your teammates may also end up with you guys friending each other in Origin, and then you'll find you have people to play with that you know they're not arses and they're okay players. As for friends, friendly fire is turned off, meaning if their squad member is between you and the target you want to hit, you can blast away at the enemy without hurting your squad mate. This also means that if your squad mates are in a bad position, being pinned down or attacked from multiple directions, you can use your ultimate that will do damage to the enemies in the area without hurting your squad. Talking about damage, you can jump off anything. It doesn't matter how high it is, because there's no fall damage. So you can jump off the highest point in the game and fall all the way to the ground, and it will take no damage at all. You can use this to your advantage at times, where you can jump off high places down to get behind other squads and then take them out from behind. You can also run at walls and jump, and then hold the jump button down, and you'll climb 3 or 4 steps further up so that you can get up into a higher place. This is great for flanking enemies, or getting the high ground for an ambush, or even trying to escape if you need to retreat. In the lead up to these battles, obviously you have to get some guns. Now, the gun you choose will depend on your personal playstyle and skill. Personally, I find for close range, the shotguns and light machine guns are the best options if you're still learning, as their damage is good and they have a large bullet spread, or a large clip so you don't run out of bullets too quickly. For the mid to long range, it's going to depend on your skill, and if you can hit the single shot that some sniper rifles have, or if you'd be better off having a burst fire or an assault rifle with full auto, or even a semi-auto DMR. There's a range of attachments that can be used for each of the weapons in 3 different levels of upgrade. On top of this, there's also some items worth picking up, such as knockdown shields, which when you are knocked down, they allow you to put up a shield to defend against someone who's trying to completely kill you. The other item is the accelerant. Now, this is something that, when used, decreases the recharge time of your ultimate ability by 20%. You actually have to go into your inventory and use it for it to work. It's not a passive ability that will work by itself. Once activated, it's been used up. It's a one-time use item. Now, this can be used by anyone to speed up their ultimate. However, if you've got a squad mate who's playing as Lifeline, you should give all of the accelerants that your team finds to them, as their ultimate is very slow to regenerate and it gives you a supply drop. These supply drops normally come with a couple of purple items, maybe a gold item, or a purple item and a couple of blue items. They're definitely worth getting. So, you kind of want this as often as possible over any of the other characters' ultimates. If you don't have a lifeline in your squad, you should generally give the accelerant to the class which has the largest damage ability as their ultimate, as you want to use that as often as possible when you get stuck in these big fights. The last thing that will make a big difference in your game, that's also quite different to other Battle Royale games, is movement. You can move faster by putting your gun away. This is done by pressing 3. You should put your gun away anytime you're running and not actively shooting at anyone. This includes in gunfights, when you're trying to move between positions or trying to flank someone. You should put your gun away and then run, as you can pull the gun out so quickly in this game that the extra speed is worth a split second of not having the weapon out most of the time. This also helps in racing the zone when the circle is closing in on you, as you can outrun it. You can also outrun other players that are chasing you with their guns out if you're on low health and trying to make a quick retreat. The other movement thing for this game is sliding. So you can slide by pressing the squat button when you're running. You should do this as often as possible, whether you're running downhill or on the flat or even slightly uphill, as it makes you move much faster. So you run for a second and then you hit the slide button and you slide for as long as you can keep moving faster than you're able to run. Then stand up and run for another second, then slide again. Do the same thing over and over. Practicing both of these movement techniques won't take long before you're moving much faster around the map, and it will soon be natural for you to do it. And it will also make you much better at getting to where you want to go without being shot. Okay guys, that's it for the beginner's guide to Apex Legends. I'll probably have a more in-depth tips and tricks video up in the next week or so. So hit the thumbs up, subscribe and bell buttons to make sure you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Subscribing really helps the channel to grow and enables me to keep bringing out more and better quality content. So thanks for any of you guys that are subbing. Thanks for watching, and remember, you're awesome.